Hey, good morning. Good morning, Brother Antiques. Welcome. I'm back.
We're missing somebody.
All right.
There he is.
We're back. Coffee talk. Shoot, I got my phone, my questions. I think I left it inside.
What'd you do?
You left it inside? No, I got it. It's in my back pocket. All
I was
right.
going to do the take two.
Well, shoot, I mean, I got all the questions are wanting to know if we're safe to go antiquing in Springfield. Oh, we're fine.
golly.
It's fine. Yeah, the mall's right off the interstate. It's
Huge complex.
yeah.
It's actually 2 miles out of Springfield.
Yes.
Yeah, it's all good. But that was a serious question. I've had that asked probably 10 times. I did a little bit on my video yesterday about it. But
I'm sure.
man, we got one of the best antique weeks this week that you can go anywhere in the country, maybe even in the world, and buy antiques is this week. Springfield Extravaganza in Springfield, Ohio. And I'm telling you, we invite you out. The Springfield Extravaganza and Flea Market starts Thursday evening. Friday, Saturday, Sunday show, but you can get early passes Thursday evening. I don't know. The early passes, whether they're worth it or not, it's up to you. But I'm telling you right now, 2,000 vendors set up at the Extravaganza, plus 1,000 at our antique center. That's 3,000 vendors that you can go shop within 3 miles of each other.
Yeah, and the people putting it on, they were actually into the heart yesterday. They're geared up. They're ready to go. So they're excited. We're going to bring a great antiquing experience over the next week for sure.
Well, last year, Josh,
it's going to be fun.
My daughter's been redecorating her house that she's moving into, and she went to the Extravaganza last year and bought three pieces of furniture to put in there.
Yeah.
And they were really not, really good buys.
I remember that. She was excited.
Oh, they were
actually,
excited.
didn't you have to go load up one of them?
Well, we were on our way to load one of them. Was you with me, Jacob?
No.
I can't remember.
I don't remember who it was.
Well,
no,
we were on our way to load one, and she had it. They said they got it.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yep,
They said they got it.
Yep.
Then I was like, oh boy. I said, we're going to see drawers on the interstate when we go by.
Did they tie it in? Do you remember?
They did. And I was actually, I went to her house to help her unload it. I met them there, and she actually had it tied in right. I was like, she's been paying attention.
You taught her well. You taught her well, is all I got to say.
But they did have one piece they had to put in the back seat because they weren't sure how to tie it up, and so all three of them were crunched up front. Her two girlfriends that were with her, they were riding up front like this in the truck.
We got Papaw with us, guys. He's over there. He might nap on us. We're not sure. I don't know what's going to happen today, but Papaw's in the house.
He's here.
He is here. So we do have some questions we'll work through. If you guys aren't familiar with our coffee talks, what we try and do is answer all the questions from our YouTube channel all week long, and then address anything coming up. So like the Extravaganza, it's going to be amazing. Josh, one last thing about the dealer restock. You were at the Antique Center yesterday. I was there on Saturday. I noticed on Saturday a massive amount of stuff coming in the Antique Center, a restock happening. Restock.
Yeah,
how was it on Sunday?
It was exactly the same. We've got a lot of dealers that actually come in this weekend, and then they will stay through next weekend. So they're here, they're restocking. They run into each other. It's fun because some of them don't see each other from Extravaganza to Extravaganza. So when they come in, it's always fun.
Yeah, this is an exciting week for antique people around here.
Yeah.
People
Running into
Antique Week in Ohio.
Antique
right?
Week in Ohio is fun because you're going to see a lot of good antiques.
Yeah.
And it's fun. It's kind of like we're going to the fair.
And you know what I'll probably do is some live broadcasting a couple, 3 times throughout the next 5-6 days, because we'll have just a massive amount of people that are coming through Springfield to buy antiques. So I'll try and do some interviews and stuff. So watch this channel all week long. You're going to get some insights to Extravaganza, what's happening with what we're selling at the heart of Ohio. We'll do videos every day, still post all week. And we also have a lot of our YouTube friends coming in that we'll be talking
gearing up.
They're
Been in contact with them the past couple days. They're ready to go.
Yeah, so it's going to be fun. Okay, we're going to start answering some of these questions here. The first one says, it's about my lens. Okay, so you guys know that I scratched my lens on my other pair of glasses the first day I got my new glasses. So I scratched them, and somebody was asking, hey, they can probably replace the lens. So
Maybe 2 hours in.
maybe. About. It was about 2 hours.
About 2 hours after he got them.
Josh, they want to know if you need any help cooking the brats.
I think I got it.
You got it under
I
control?
think so. Me and Lynn.
They've been working
Yeah, our
out.
kitchen staff's pretty awesome.
Well, he
I'll
shouldn't
listen to
need
them,
any help.
whatever they tell us.
Here, the crazy thing is, like, when they said we're going to have brats, Josh was like, "Oh, I'll take care of that." I'm like, "What do you mean?" So for the last 3 weeks, he's been buying brats, taking them home, cooking them and eating them,
Yeah,
and
well,
saying, "Oh
you
well,
gotta
this
sample
one's
the product,
okay,
right?
This one's not." So he's
I haven't quite made a decision yet.
he hasn't made the decision yet.
We have to have Papaw
Ate about
taste them.
6,000
See how
brats.
they are. Do any vendors sell Hager pottery from Illinois? Yeah. We have a lot of Hager in the mall.
There is.
That's a great question. But you can probably find almost just about any category at the Heart of Ohio Antique Center. Literally on display on our floor, our manager thinks we have 1 million items. She might be right. I know it's a lot. There's hundreds and hundreds of thousands, if not 1 million items for sale. And we're open 9:30 to 6 all week long. And you're going to find stuff like, I'm shocked with the sold bins. Like what comes up, I see something come up like, where did that come from? That's awesome.
And it's a great buy.
Great buy out of nowhere.
It's a great piece.
Yeah.
I had that happen 3 times last week. I seen pieces come up and I was like, where did that come from? That one guy, I collect cat guns. And the guy Josh was talking to, he had one in his hand.
Yep.
And I was like, where did you get that?
You got more you did.
He did.
So someone was asking if we would consider doing interviews with some of our dealers that specialize in certain types of merchandise, such as our rug guy. The answer is yeah. This question was from JC Wisconsin. We've done several interviews. We were doing a lot of our interviews on our other YouTube channel, the Heart of Ohio Antiques, and it got where we don't have a big staff editing these out. I do most of the editing, and I couldn't do
Big staff right here. Well, I don't know if you consider himself small, but he's
You may
pretty
notice
big.
he hits the start button on our camera, so it's just us.
It's just us. So what happens is it got so we're too busy for me to do 2 of these a day, and so we decided to really focus on our Burner Brother Antiques channel, and we do try and do interviews. And we actually did an interview on our rug dealer, and it was a great interview. We've got several of our
He
dealers
was in
interviewed.
yesterday, restocking.
Restocked, fresh rugs coming in. That's a great question. What I'll probably end up doing over the next few weeks is trying to post all those interviews from our Heart of Ohio channel onto the Burner Brother channel, because it is a lot bigger channel now than when we first started. So that's a great question, and we will still try and continue to do more interviews with specialists and and people. So great question. And there's the next question. Will you post videos again on the Heart of Ohio YouTube channel? It's one of those things where I wish that we could post a video a week on the Heart of Ohio channel, and we might end up doing something where we do sit down or open interviews or something on it. But for now, we got what we got on our Burner Brothers. I'm doing sporadic posting on the Heart, but it's been a few months since I've got my last one. Have you contacted Glenn Beck? He would love the signatory piece. I haven't, but if you've got a way to get a hold of him, tell him we have it. We'd love to have him come in and buy it. We love selling antiques to especially rare ones. So if you got a way to get a hold of him, feel free to reach out. We wouldn't mind that at all. Okay, here you go, Josh. This is what I said. This question about do you think that the situation in Springfield is affecting your business?
Personally, at the Antique Center, we have not had anything change other than if people maybe don't come because they're fearful of coming.
Yeah.
But no, there's nothing that has changed in our center, in our Antique Center. Speaking of the Extravaganza too, Jacob, it's one exit down from us. There's nothing changed over there either.
No,
we're
right
outskirts.
on the interstate.
We're not
out in the county.
Yeah, we're not dealing with a lot of the other stuff that maybe has been portrayed on the news or anything like that. So, like I said, if it is affecting us, it's people not coming because of fear of coming.
Yeah.
It's not anything that's actually happening at our center.
Even your address is, it says Springfield, Ohio. My address even says Springfield, Ohio, but I live
Yeah, you live that way. I live a half mile.
but I live clear out here in the country. I live 8 miles from the city.
Right.
So it's
and that's the thing is we're not political. We don't want to be political, but I do want you guys to know that it is absolutely safe. And that our phone last week, when you ask it, does it affect probably keeps some people away that would normally come. We've had that comment a couple times from a couple of my dealers. Said, hey, I talked to someone, they're going to wait till next year to come instead of come this year. That's okay. We're going to be here. We're not going anywhere. So come next year too. But if you're thinking about coming, you're trying to make that decision, come on out. This is a crazy high quality antiques event, and nothing's going to change.
And it's a great week too. It's a great
fantastic week. Okay, they're talking about Scout, I think, in this one. The Ronald McDonald. This is when you and Josh had the camera. They want to know if you ever found your coffee mug.
Well,
That's like an ongoing occurrence.
It is. Well,
I find it, I lose it.
I realized though now that I misplace it from time to time, but then as I watched that video last week, as I was like, what? There, she's hiding it. She hid
It's
it from
not
me.
all on you, is
It's
it?
not all on me. No,
right.
I thought I was going a little crazy. I'm like, I can't find this thing. Am I misplacing it every day? No.
So if you're ever in the antique center and you find Jimmy's
Yeah.
mug, we'll give you a
Yep.
piece of pie to return.
Yeah, actually, if you find
Love
this
Jimmy's
mug
bill.
anywhere, it says that right there on it. It's got my name. I had to put my name on it because I lose it so much. People think, oh, look, they got my mugs for sale. If you find that, yeah, you get pie.
That's funny. Hey, where are you going in Alabama? They want to know, Jimmy.
Well, it's down by Weiss Lake.
Do you go to center or center?
Well, there's a little difference between center and centre.
Tell them about that.
Center. It's just center. It's just spelled
They're
the
both
same.
center.
They're not spelled the same.
I mean, they sound the same.
CENTRE and CENTRA.
No, ER.
ER. CENTER.
Yep.
Those are the two differences. Now, Jacob sent me the address.
About 90 miles too, isn't it?
They're 90 miles right across from each other in Alabama, and it's
Now, Dad, how many times did you take Jimmy down there? And when we were growing up, the same place. You can't believe he couldn't remember how to get down
I
there.
had a bright
He
idea.
always
though.
knows a shorter route.
That's it.
That's
I
what
had
it
a bright
is.
idea. I said, you know what? I think I can get there faster going down through Nashville because when I look at it on the map. So I went around through Nashville. Oh, I was making great time. I stopped at Buc-ee's and called Don, said, I'm 20 minutes out. And he said, there ain't a Buc-ee's within 200 miles of me. I said, oh, no.
You know, when he was going down, he said he was going to go through Nashville. He told me that. And I said, well, that'd be way out of your way. He said, no, it's shorter. It's shorter.
Well, on the map, it is shorter to Centre. But anyways, I had a great experience.
So it's just south of Chattanooga, though.
Yeah, it's just south of Chattanooga. Yeah, it's
Lookout
actually-
Mountain. If you go Lookout Mountain and go straight south,
On 59.
about 50 miles, straight
Yeah.
south of Chattanooga.
And then you cross the bridge there, and it's right in the town. And he's got a great shop. He's got a great antique shop down there. But I had a great experience, though, Jacob. I drove it, when I hit it in my GPS and it said where I had to go. It was 100 and some miles straight across, 110 miles, I think, on a 2-lane road with towns and stoplights. And I mean, it took me 2 hours.
Yeah.
But I just said, you know what? I'm going to sit back and see some stuff I've never seen before. And I did. And it was a fun little
pretty
drive.
cool trip, isn't
It was
it?
a fun drive.
You know, I almost done what you did one time leaving down there. When I went in, I noticed it said Crossville to the right. And I thought, well, that's pretty handy. My wife's brother lives in Crossville, Tennessee. So I
Yeah.
thought, I'm going to stop there on the way back.
Yeah.
And I mean, go that way route. And I happened to say to Don or somebody up there, one of his workers, I said, I'm going to stop at Crossville on the way back. I noticed that it's not that far. And he said, Crossville? I said, yeah, Crossville, Tennessee. He said, that's Crossville, Alabama.
Yep.
So I don't know. They all use the same name.
Well, I mean,
that's what
that happes with Springfield. It's all over the country, right?
Yeah, it's all over. Yeah, if you don't know where Springfield is now, you've been sleeping.
We're definitely bright right now in the news. Okay, here's another question. Are certain colors of Roseville pottery more valuable than others? That's a great question. Yeah, there's certain patterns more valuable, and colors absolutely play into it. As you guys know, I like blue. So I think blue is more valuable than brown any day of the week. But reality is that the blues and the greens in a pine cone pattern will bring more than the browns. So yeah, there are a lot of variations with Roseville with colors, but also with patterns. If you just do a quick search online, and you'll see all the different prices for different colors and things like that.
They might be shocked, but I like the orange reddish colors of Roseville.
See, right there. Now if you had them side by side, I'd pay more for the blue.
I would
Keep
for the
it
orange
Green
red.
comes up into the orange.
Yeah,
And you, there again,
I like that.
There's another thing there. I've had people call me before and go out and look, and I say, this is Roseville, Ohio, on the pottery.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
is not the Roseville.
It's not Roseville Art Pottery. It's the foundry of Roseville. That's funny. Okay, next question says, great video, Jimmy. Ever fight this cup again? Well, we addressed that one. I think that's the one where Scout was hiding it.
It was.
Yeah, she had. You know,
Hey, I
Scout
like
had
Scout.
a lot of
Scouty
fun.
did a good job. I gave her the camera and said, "Hey, go get it done," and she did. She did a great job. Had a lot of comments on that too, which is awesome.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, here's a good question. What items does the Heart of Ohio restrict vendors from selling? Well, that's a great question. So anything that's illegal, obviously, we do not want to sell. We do not have an ATF, a federal firearms license, so we do not sell firearms or anything that would violate ATF law. We do not sell any ivory or rhino or any kind of horn like that could be questionable. Even though some of that stuff you can sell in your own states, we just don't sell it at the Heart of Ohio because we have people coming in from all over the world and we don't want to accidentally have an issue. Other things that we might be restricted would be items that are not in, I'm going to say, in rhythm with the Heart of Ohio Antique Center as an antique mall. So something that we would find, or our customers might find offensive in nature, we would not allow that. And that's right in our dealer contracts that we have the right to decide what that might be. There's only a few things ever that we've really pulled out of the Antique Center. But historical items, for the most part, we don't mess with because it is historical stuff. But
Well, talking about that, Jacob, I can remember 15, 20 years ago, before you guys even bought it, I was in there when we had the auction there, and the Alcohol Tobacco and Farms come through and took some alcohol out of there. Because people was putting antique bottles of alcohol in there, and you're not allowed to do that.
well, yeah, you can. There's certain stipulations on alcohol that you can and can't sell, and certain bottles that you're allowed to have that still have stuff in it that are closed. And like we said, we try and follow all state and local and federal law. Obviously, that's number one. And then number two is anything that might be offensive to our customers, or that would go against. Like we are Heart of Ohio Antique Center, so we don't want to be selling brand new radios. It just doesn't make sense. It's if somebody gets a booth in there and they want to put a bunch of brand new DVD players or radios or whatever, we're not. That's not who we are. It goes against the rhythm of the Antique
You're not going
Center.
to come find a 72-inch flat screen curved TV. For
No,
sale.
that's my point. Like there's a lot of stuff like that in there that's
Right.
just against the Antique Center
Exactly.
that we wouldn't allow in.
I
Go
know,
down to Best
I
Buy and get that.
I went out there hunting the microwave, and I couldn't find one nowhere.
There you go. That's what we want. Coffee Talk. Interesting question. So we have Larry, Moe, and sheep occasionally. No specific order. Huh. I don't know what that question was about. All right. Let me skip that one. Let me keep on going here. Here we go. Here's one. That's the same. Springfield. Man, there were so many Springfield. I think we've addressed those. I'm going to skip the rest of the Springfield questions and look forward to coming out, guys, is what I'm saying here. Okay. Do you guys ever find any of the Lalique jewelry? That's a good question. Man, I don't know. Never seen. I have to really think about that. I don't know if I've sold Lalique jewelry or not. I may have. I know I've sold some Lalique colored pendants and stuff, but I don't think that I have them on a regular basis, and they're very difficult to come across. But that's a great question. I'll look for some. If I do have any, I'll make sure I point it out on a video that if I see any Lalique jewelry. So I'll definitely be watching for that. Assistant. Someone was asking, this was a question that came in last week. They have trouble getting through the Antique Center, and they got, like they said in Cincinnati, there's a place that has shopping carts. They're wanting to know if we would have shopping carts. We have a little bit of a different system, but we do have, three?
We've got 3 mobilized carts, and then we also do have 1 shopping cart. It's pretty popular, so we'll eventually get some more of those. I'm wanting to get 4 or 5 more of those because
Those are the
there are a lot
ones
of
just
people
like
are a
you
little
can
bit
stand up
yeah.
and just barely hold, like it's
Yeah,
not
it's
not
really,
like a grocery
no,
store cart.
Yeah, the basket's on. It's this big. It's kind of
It's like a walker.
like a
almost.
walker. It's kind of like a walker, but it's got a nice basket to be able to put your purse in there or put your items in there. So we're hoping to get a few more of those, but we do have the carts.
Yeah. And you don't have to carry your items.
On that, Josh, at Meadow Grove's getting ready to have that auction, they've got a lot of stuff like that over there.
Go there and look.
So
pick
what
a
I
couple
would
up.
say is if you are coming, and this one here is from April. If you are coming up and you got a specific day, especially, I mean, not this week's gonna be crazy busy. If you're struggling getting around, this may not be the week to come to the Heart. But if you're wanting to reserve one, just call up and say, hey, I'm coming.
Absolutely, yeah.
I'm coming in. I need. Can I please get a cart? And
we'll try and take care of you on that and make sure that you can get in there and shop. We don't want anybody not to come shop because they can't get around. We have 3 electric carts in there. You're welcome to bring strollers for children as well as wheelchairs for adults. We have a lot of handicapped folks that shop that bring their own electric carts in.
I've watched people pull in out in the lot and get their electric carts out, and I'm like, man, these people are prepared.
Yeah,
like,
they know.
They know.
They've been there. And,
yeah.
But yeah, we do offer a few different things. We've got probably 10 different items from different carts to.
And really, one of the
walkers.
best things that I think we do that I see though is when no one has to carry their stuff around.
Yeah.
That
does help a ton.
Yes, especially if you're shopping and you want to keep shopping and you can't hold all that, and maybe you're just
something else that we do is we actually have benches at the end of each building. So a lot of people will sit down, take a break, a couple minutes, and then head on into the next building.
And we have a cafe that has a lot of seating. Outside areas open right now. It's beautiful weather here in Ohio this time of year. So you can come, you can shop for a half hour, 2 hours, sit down for a half hour, take a break, get some lunch, some coffee, refill.
Oh, yeah.
Hang out outside for a while. Talk to Jimmy. He's out there sometimes gardening outside.
Yeah. Hey, if you see me, stop, honk.
So that happened a few weeks ago. You talked for about 2 hours, didn't you?
Well, oh my goodness. Talk for 2 hours.
What a dig. Man.
That was a good
Shots
thing.
fired.
It was a good thing.
Yeah, it was. That was after I was finished doing my outdoor gardening work. I got to sit down and have a nice conversation. It was actually very good. But Josh, you know what? I was thinking about those benches on the end. We could put little things on there like they do when you travel through the woods at the national parks. Like you're at mile 28 here at the Heart.
You're at bench 3.
You're at bench 3.
0.7 miles.
Only
from being
7
done.
miles for being done. At this point, usually it takes about 6.2 hours to get to here.
Someone asked, what date is Black Friday? The day after Thanksgiving. I don't know the date, but whenever Thanksgiving is the next day.
when is that?
That's going to be the day of the auction.
Find out the date, Jacob. We don't want to leave anybody hanging here.
So I want to remind everybody too, October 12th, we are having Oktoberfest at the Heart. So that's about, 4 weeks out?
Yep.
It's going to be
under now, but
a little under 4 weeks, but it's going to be different than this weekend at the Antique Center. So this week, the Springfield Extravaganza, there's a couple thousand vendors that are going to be set up from all around the country. You're going to find everything and anything there. But specifically, October 12th, we are going to have our dealers at the Heart of Ohio Antique Center set up as well outside in our own show area, and they're going to host their own merchandise. And we'll process it just like you would if you're buying anything from the Antique Center, but there's no cost, free to our vendors and free to our buyers. And we're also going to have a brats as a special today. Yeah. Oktoberfest, brats in a beer garden. So it's going to be a pretty fun show. So that's what October 12th is about when you hear us talking about Oktoberfest. It's going to be a really nice antiques fair. We have a lot of our dealers that are going to bring fun stuff. And Jimmy will be set up at our Oktoberfest, as well as Mamaw. Kate's coming, Janet's going to be, we got a lot of people that are coming and going to be setting up. It's going to be a lot of fun. Josh and I are going to be there hanging out. I think Josh is making brats. I'm not sure. He's going to help the kitchen staff.
We'll see.
We'll see.
I actually got a couple pieces this weekend, Jacob, for the Oktoberfest.
Yeah, you were showing me this morning.
Yep. Whenever we go on any trips, I always try to, my wife now, she's into the thrift store galore, so we stop. If we see them, the car automatically turns now.
I remember riding with Dad. It always just drifted right into every garage
right into there. Jacob, I think it's the 29th.
Yeah,
November 29th.
Right. November 29th. Yes, that's Oktoberfest.
Friday, November 29th.
That's Black Friday.
Black Friday.
So why they're asking about Black Friday, if you haven't heard this yet, we Burner Brother Antiques on Whatnot, and follow that bug on Whatnot. We're going to do an all-day sales event where we're going back and forth with each other's all day long. And we're going to have a couple challenges throughout the day. One's a cat versus dog pottery challenge. We're going to be selling antique pottery. Kind of made the news today. It's kind of weird. We've been planning this for months. It's nothing new, okay? It's been planned for months. And then an owl challenge. An owl challenge as well, where we've got some really cool owls that we're going to be selling. So all antiques on our Whatnot channel, and then it's our 1 year anniversary on Whatnot for Burner Brother Antiques. Yeah. That evening was the first time we ever set and sold in a real way was with Kate 1 year ago. And so the last hour of the day, we're going to offer some of the best stuff we've ever offered on our Whatnot show.
And that's Jacob's been. I've seen some of the items he's been pulling out for this, and I'm like, "You sure you're going to sell it?" He said, "I'm selling it."
Yeah.
It's gonna. There's some really nice items.
We'll
It'll be fun.
we'll have those shows because there will be multiple shows that day that we'll go back and forth, rating back and forth with, and I'll have all those up over the next 2 or so weeks. I'll start putting the names and titles of the shows in. I'll be talking with Kate this weekend some about it. She's going to be in town, so we'll be talking some more about the details of what we're going to do and get it worked out, and we'll get that posted soon. So I think that was it on my questions.
That'll be a fun day.
Fun day. It's going to be a fun day. It's going to be a long day. We're going to start at 10 in the morning.
Yes, you are.
And then go until 10 at night. It'll be a 12-hour event.
And since that's a Friday, we may even throw in a bulk jewelry sale in there.
4 o'clock.
4 o'clock, we might hit bulk jewelry.
Guys, listen, thanks for being a part of our YouTube channel and watching. We try to every Monday, we record these and in the morning, and we sit down and we just try and answer questions and guide you guys. And man, just keep it up. If you're out there, you're antiquing, bless you, man. Keep it up. This is a great industry to be in. You can make a great living at it. Just keep working, get good at what you do. Learn how to buy, learn how to sell, learn where you sell at, and where you want to be in the business. And I did have a question I would like to ask our viewers that are our regulars. If we would put on like an evening event where we would open it up to 50 or so people to come and to sit down and go through like a class or an evening of learning how to buy and sell. Would that be something that would be interesting to you? We talked through it last week. I was talking with Mike about some of this and about what would be interesting as a person out there that is watching our channel that you would like to come and that would be important for you to sit down and say, yeah, I'd come to this event, for a 3-hour event and in the evening and like a 6 to 9 o'clock event to learn what. How to buy and sell, how to get started in the business, or what would be interesting to you? We're kind of thinking through some ideas, and I'd love to hear your feedback on what you would be interested in learning that we could provide, if that makes sense. Frame that question, okay? Does that make sense? What am I asking?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll make sure we didn't lose anybody. All right, so yeah, make those comments. I want to see them. I'll read them and work through them, and we might do something this winter. Just try it out one time. We could probably host 50 people for an event like that in an evening. So with that being said, anything else, guys?
No, but enjoy the week, man. It's Monday.
enjoy the week.
Have
This is
fun.
our week.
It's our week.
Extravaganza week.
This is a. I get really excited this week. So if you think things were revved up before, man, this is a fun week.
Yeah, fun
This
week.
is going to be a good
Come
time.
to Springfield, Ohio this week. You're
Yes.
not going to want to not be here. If you're not here, you're going to miss out a lot. Springfield, Ohio this week. Springfield Extravaganza, Heart of Ohio Antique Center. Massive amount of antiques. We'll be there all week, and we look forward to seeing you guys. Blessings out there. Don't forget, like, comment, and subscribe to our channel for the daily uploads.
Yep. Have fun this week. Enjoy antiquing.